In social distancing, is it going to be effective in this vibrational universe we live in? This person said, it actually seems pretty crazy to me. Well, we think it's a good idea for this reason. As we were making the distinction between the beasts of your planet, who are, for the most part, tuned in, tapped in, turned on, they know when to socially distance. Esther remembers one of her hens, her beloved hens in the hen yard, reaching its time of making its transition, and it was beginning to diminish. It was obvious to see, and the other hens ostracized that hen. And Esther thought that was so unkind of them. And it wasn't unkind, it was just they're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, you see. So social distancing is about moving toward what you want, not about avoiding what you don't want. It's about moving toward the solution. And we do think it's a good idea. And we don't even think it's a bad idea for people who are doing it for the wrong reasons. Because in the long run, it will, in other words, it's like some years ago, Jerry and Esther were in the grocery store, and it was soon after meeting us. And we had encouraged them to utilize our knowledge in any way they could think of. So they would choose a restaurant that they hadn't been to before. They were in San Diego, and they were 30 miles from the restaurant that they chose, and they decided to, instead of using a map, there were not navigational systems in those days, they decided to let us lead them there. And so we said, through Esther, turn left, turn right, go straight ahead, turn left, turn right, go straight ahead, and help them not by freeway, not by the easiest route, but through all of the neighborhoods in this 30-mile expanse. And Jerry was so excited when he pulled in to the back parking lot of this restaurant. Well, look at that, he said. And Esther said, if we ever wonder that our inner being knows where we are in relationship to where we want to be, this should solve that. One day, not long after that, they were in the grocery store. And Jerry said, Abraham, would you please choose for us things that would be of greatest benefit to us? And so we walked in Esther's body through the store, rapidly choosing items, not reading anything from the labels, and filled the cart full. They checked out, went home, and Jerry sat Esther down to ask us the question, why did you choose these things? And we said, there are no preservatives in any of them. And you ask for what was healthiest, and your belief in preservatives is that it is not. So we chose what you ask for easily. So what we're getting at here is if you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and your inner being can choose food for you without reading the label, don't you think your inner being knows what's beneficial and what's not beneficial to you? And don't you think your inner being can guide you even around hindrances, and certainly around accidents, and certainly around rendezvousing with that which you do not want? You have such good guidance, and it's such a lovely thing to pay attention and to move in satisfaction more and more to what you want. Because the more you move in satisfaction towards satisfaction, the more momentum you gather. And the faster the momentum, then the more satisfying things can converge in moments, until some moments will be so filled with so many things that you adore that you will finally begin to acknowledge how blessed you are, how worthy you are.